Okay, so we are now at the stretch of the story where God, he's spoken to Adam, and Adam makes it clear that for whatever reason, it's because of his wife that he believes that he got to this point. And God then turns to the woman and then the snake, and he has them all say their bit, and then he meets out their just sentence. So he, in the next verse, Yud Gimel, Vayomer Adonai Elohim la'isha, and Havai Elohim said to the woman, Mazot asit, what is this that you did? Vatomer ha'isha, and the woman said, Hanachash hishiani va'ocha. The snake tricked me, he deceived me, and I ate. So, in her saying deceived me, she's recognizing that she sinned. Yeah. And she's saying it's the snake's fault. Okay? Now, God doesn't say, why did you eat from the fruit? God asked Adam, did you eat from the fruit? And Adam says, she gave it to me and I ate from the fruit. He asked the woman, what did you do? Now, what is he referring to? Is he referring to eating from the tree? Is he referring to feeding all the animals? Is he referring to feeding Adam? Mm-hmm. All that is in what did you do, right? Okay. Now, I pointed out last time that the word hishiani, deceived, right? When it says that the snake deceived me and I ate, that Chazal see in here very, very deep the roots of the ultimate embodiment of the Nachash in humanity, which is Amalek. That Amalek appeared, according to the Zohar Kadosh, they appeared to Am Yisrael on the heels of Am Yisrael making a remarkable statement in Refidim, when they couldn't find water, by Ma'aso Meriva, they said, Hayesh Hashem b'kirbeinu o ayin. Is God in our midst or not? O ayin, is he not? Right? Yesh o ayin. Is there or isn't there? The word yesh, right? Hayesh and ayin are the word hishiani. Okay? Anyway, and afterwards, so okay, we're going to pause here and see Alshech Kadosh. There's a short piece here where he addresses this. Page 48. Okay. Vayomer, and God said, Havai Elohim said to the woman, Ma zot asit, what is this that you did? Kilomar, as if to say, Hine shtei averot biadech. You have two sins in your hand. Ki achalt, you ate, ve'achalt et Adam, and you fed Adam. Vihine, ala achat ha'itim kemacharish. I wouldn't have said anything. I would have made myself like a deaf mute to the fact that you sinned yourself, right? Kilo shamat mipi kasher shama Adam, because you did not hear the prohibition from my mouth like Adam did. You had to listen to him. That's we can take off, we can take off for that. However, ma zot asit, what is this that you did? Lahachti et Adam. Why did you make Adam sin? That's super bad. Az amra, so she said, Hine amro she'ani hachativ. He says that I fed him. Lahapil alai avon ashmato, in order to throw his guilt on me. Eino roi, that's not fair. That's not worthy. Ki ani, me, why was I mitigated? Hanachash hishiani. I had a snake that deceived me. Upitani, and he seduced me. Ve'ochel, and I ate al yedei pituyav, through his seduction. Who? But Adam? Mi pitao? Who seduced him? Im lo haya belibu lasot, if he didn't harbor in his heart some sort of secret desire to do it already. Lama bekalut shemailai, why did he listen to me so easily? Don't put his guilt on me. You're going to give me a hard time now that I caused him to sin? I had a Yetzer Hara. I had the Nachash drive me crazy. Who put the bee in his bonnet, right? So
nevertheless, what God is saying is that your sin was not so much to eat from it, but to give Adam to eat from it. That's what.
And
he's
she
saying.
says that's the one thing that you can't fault me for. Just like you can't fault me for eating it because I had the Nachash drain me a cup, as they say in Yiddish. Nobody drove Adam insane. So according to Chazal, saying that she had a tantrum, I guess she's not taking responsibility for that, right? Yeah, there's a deep, deep, deep lesson in this whole story for Adam, and ultimately everything here is really for Adam, and that is that you could theoretically you could blame the whole thing on Chava, but ultimately you can't blame anything on Chava.
Why do you say that?
Because the whole point here is that whether you think you have an excuse or not, it's traveling the route of the excuse that's the problem. It's not taking responsibility. Here the thing is in order to mend something, the fact is something's broken. If you want to mend it, you have to take responsibility. And that's the tragic failure. And it's not for the woman to take responsibility. They're not built that way. That's the point. Chava is not capable of taking responsibility, and that's a lesson for Adam. And even if it's totally, totally because of her, he has to take responsibility. That's one of the lessons.
You learned that from the Sukim?
We learn that from the whole story. Yeah. Look, whatever. Adam's going to have to pay for he's going to need his tikkun, and the woman's going to get her tikkun. And the whole truth is that if this is a setup, then the tikkun's also part of the setup. But the point here is that Adam, where he's confused about where he finds himself as spiritual standing, and he can easily make a case, and maybe even it's true, that if it wasn't for the woman, and it wasn't his fault that the woman was seduced because he had to go on a business. The whole thing is a setup, right? And it happened through his wife. The setup had to happen through his wife. And he's got it's between him and God. Now that it happened, don't drag your wife into it. And that's the place that he has to get to, and that's not the place that she's put at. Also, she can't have that conversation with God. That's not the place for her. She's always stuck in the middle. And if Adam doesn't want to be in this arrangement, he has to take responsibility and understand that. Anyway, maybe more of that for another time. Okay, so now that was a very, very short piece. So we can pause here for the day, or we can continue the next piece, which is a little bit longer, but it's about the snake.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It depends what you want. It's either way.
I'm looking at the director of programming.
So let's pause here.